Hello there and a pleasant welcome to Top Stories making the national news here on Star Television Network Channel 21. I am Hassan Koma. But first the headlines. The Minister of Lands, Housing and Environment, Dr. Denis Sandi, has refuted claims that the Ministry of Lands did not derive its authorities while embarking on a reposition of government lands.
We are somewhere town, we discovered a whole piece of land where a developer is coming to put up a state-of-the-art modern housing facility for military women and men.
The Executive Chief Person, Environmental Protection Agency, Sierra Leone, Professor Fodi Jawad, has revealed that the EPS Sierra Leone has entered into partnership with the United States Environment Protection Agency.
We've also developed sector-specific guidelines to ensure water and air quality control and compliance with requirements of EPA.
The communication lead and senior health education officer at the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, Harold Thomas, has on Friday, 14 June 2019, briefed media practitioners on overview of the live simulation exercise.
The Ministry of Health and Sanitation, as I said, want to test the capability for us to respond and contain diseases and outbreaks.
The West African Civil Society Forum has updated media practitioners and the general public on their ongoing regional capacity building campaign.
We are here also to share experience with many CSOs, with all the CSOs here, in order to make sure that citizens are well capacitated to question their MPs, to question their government.
All these, including sports, will be part of the bulletin. And now for the full news with me, Hassan Kouma. The Minister of Lands, Housing and Environment, Dr. Denis Sandi, has refuted claims that the Ministry of Lands did not derive its authority while embarking on the repossession of government lands within the western area. He made this disclosure at the weekly government press briefing on Thursday, 13 June 2019, at the Ministry of Information and Communications conference room. Here is the report.
Under the new direction, I'm not concerned about any more policy formulation. Me and another thing, we go into enforcement and implementation because at the end of the 5-year period, we'll be judged not by the policies, but what people will be seeing on the ground. It's simple. This country is rich in policy formulation. We have all the documents, we have all the acts, we have all the instruments. You think they don't know? Yes, over time we can review them because time is dynamic. And then the environmental dimension, things change, that is clear. As I'm talking to you now, even the facelift for the military guys is under consideration by His Excellency. Last week we had Samuel Town, we've discovered a whole piece of land where a developer is coming to put up a state-of-the-art modern housing facility for military women and men. The same thing for Bafos Barracks. But then we need to be serious regarding implementation. That's the key. Housing. Of course, you're all seeing the dilapidated or derelict structures, of the old villas. You've seen them. We should have passed that stage now. You go to Ghana now, look at it. I saw something on social media. The kind of housing infrastructure being put up by the Ghanaians is like the ones we are seeing in Europe and the Americas. What are you talking? And now we have old villas there that are so dilapidated, and you want us to leave them in Malai. There will come a time when I know the president will take that bold decision. Now, you know what? OU Villa, we have to knock all of them down, give them to a good developer that will change the landscape of this station to the good of this country. That is implementation. But let us move further. Apart from the buildings I'm seeing around Apatit coming up now, and then Hill Court Road on the left-hand side, where we have these military guys, do we have an apartment building in Freetown? No. We don't have! We are still lagging behind. We don't have. And then we are here talking that we are proud to be Sierra-Leoneans. Yeah, because we are born here. So we don't have any choice. You just have to say that. But when we moved into other African countries, Abuja, Accra, even here, Liberia, they have apartment buildings. We don't have. When you move to the Americans, believe me, you land in America today in Washington or Dallas or California, you are short of having your own apartment building. You can decide to stay there for the rest of your life. This is why nobody's grabbing land in America. So if you give us time to implement land use planning for overall development, honestly, in the next 10 years of the power of government, you see the difference.
And now the Executive Chief Person, Environment Protection Agency Sierra Leone, Professor Fode Jawad, has revealed that the EPA Sierra Leone has entered into official partnership with the United States Environment Protection Agency. Compiled by Abdurrahman Kamara, Moses Oju Kamara now reports.
According to the Executive Chairperson of the Environment Protection Agency Sierra Leone, Professor Fode Jawad, the partnership, among others, is to seek international support in the areas of capacity building to address some of the challenges facing the Environment Protection Agency Sierra Leone. During the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding with United States Environment Protection Agency, Professor Jawad used the occasion to make a presentation on the environmental governance framework in Sierra Leone and possible areas of interventions, and provided an overview of the important strides the government of Sierra Leone was making to improve on the country's environmental laws.
In terms of the quality control management, we have conducted research on air and water quality, and we have developed a draft regulation on air, water, and soil quality to reduce the level of organic pollutants in our waters. Okay? And these draft regulations are currently with the Law Officers Department. We've also developed sector-specific guidelines to ensure water and air quality control and compliance with requirements of EPA. Okay? And the EPA, in collaboration with UNEP, is developing a national action plan on air, water, and quality management for hazardous chemicals as well. The good thing here is we have also developed what we call the ECAS, the Environmental Cadastral System, for effective environmental monitoring and management. This one needs a whole lecture. For example, if you pay all your EIA license, you are due to get a license. As long as those steps are not done, you ask the machine to print the license, that license will never be printed.
On the control quality management, Professor Jawad intimated that the Environment Protection Agency Sierra Leone have conducted research on air and water quality with a developed draft regulation on air, water, and soil quality to reduce the level of organic pollutant. These draft regulations are currently with the Law Officers Department. He further noted that EPA Sierra Leone is strengthening its monitoring activities on the operations of companies and the hotels industry to ensure compliance, adding that compliance level has increased considerably with arrest of illegal companies, which Laxophone being a classical example.
I'm working with NMA to form a bond system for the mining companies. That one is in the embryonic stage, and very soon you'll hear about it. Because mining companies go and then, for some reason, if they fold up, they don't rehabilitate the land. So before you start mining, you have to put a certain amount of money. So once you are leaving, we can use that money to rehabilitate the land.
The Environment Protection Agency was established by the Environment Protection Act of 2008 and amended in 2010 to protect the environment of Sierra Leone and effectively manage its natural resources. Compiled by Abdurrahman Kamara, I am Moses Oju Kamara reporting for Star News.
The Communication Lead and Senior Health Education Officer of Health Security Emergencies in the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, Harold Thomas, has on Friday, 14 June 2019, briefed media practitioners on an overview of the live simulation exercise. This is aimed at helping to identify gaps and weaknesses in response plans and increase the team's confidence in its ability to respond effectively to emergencies. Here is more on that story.
Simulation exercise time. So the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, as I said, want to test the capability for us to respond and contain diseases and outbreaks, and also public health emergencies. And the testing of this capacity can happen anytime within the course of the year. And the testing will be done in the process of live simulation. We have had a lot of plans. We've got our SOP, our standard operational procedures. We've got our strategic plans. We've got our concept of operation plans and all of these. Some of these we have tested in real-time situations. For instance, during the mudslide, the measles outbreak in Koinadugu, the outbreaks that we had for measles in Kujerun and Cambia. We have tested this in real time in actual situations, but we want to further test this through simulation exercise to know whether the systems are working. And if they are not, we will be able to plan corrective measures. There is no current outbreak in Sierra Leone. Let me repeat that. We do not have an outbreak or an emergency situation in Sierra Leone. What we are planning to do is a simulation exercise to test our system. So there is no outbreak and there is no emergency in the country at the moment. Any district or health facility can be chosen for this live simulation. Otherwise, maybe they would not even have known about this thing maybe for the next 1 month, and by the time it would have been an explosion. So that is how a country should be concerned. It should be prepared for any emergency. In peacetime you have to prepare for war, and in war you have to prepare for peace. So that is what we are doing. Even the military, when there is no war, after some time they will go to their firing range, they will do live firing exercise. So this is what we are always doing. When we do have something to do, we try to practice and everything. So that is, and also to give feedback on the outcome of the simulation exercise to community members. This would actually be the rule. So in case you see people begin to see ambulances, going up and down, health workers running up and down, this is a simulation exercise, and we are trying to use this opportunity to test the system. There is no outbreak, there is no emergency.
And you're still watching the national news here on Star Television Network, Channel 21. Now, the West African Civil Society Forum has updated media practitioners and the general public on their ongoing regional capacity building on the African Charter on democracy, election, and governance on Thursday, 13 June 2019, at the Bintumani Conference Hall, Aberdeen in Freetown. Francis Horton was there and filed on this report.
Giving his press statement, the General Secretariat of WASCOF, Kolilam Mercy, said WASCOF was created by the ECOWAS as an umbrella network of civil society organizations, CSOs, from the 15 member states of ECOWAS as an advisory body, and their vision is to have a vibrant civil society in West Africa, which contributes to the attainment of a stable and prosperous West African regional characterized by democracy, human rights, good governance, and the rule of law, which are key mandates of the movement.
The 15 countries in West Africa, all the countries, 2 countries have not ratified yet. Those countries are Sierra Leone and Cape Verde, but all the Western, apart from those 2 countries, all the other countries ratified. In Africa, only 1 country reported. That is Togo, and Togo is situated in West Africa. So the reporting is the next step, the following step after the signature and the ratification of that charter. So we are here also to share experience with many CSOs, with all the CSOs here, in order to make sure that citizens are well capacitated to question their MPs, to question their governments. So when the citizens are well capacitated, they are well educated about their role and responsibilities about ACDEC, about African Charter on democracy, election, and governance. In West Africa we have an equivalent here, which is West ECOWAS protocol on good governance and democracy. ACDEC is a kind of copy-paste of that, and all West African countries have ratified and implemented protocol on ECOWAS protocol on democracy and good governance. So those things, there are some similarities in it, but African Charter on Democracy and Election and Governance is very important also to ratify and implement it. So every citizen in West Africa should enjoy democracy at an equal level, whether you are in Sierra Leone, in Togo, in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, etc.
Further went to state that WASCOF is functionally operating in Sierra Leone and are currently engaging 30 CSOs in the country on the African Charter on Democracy, Election and Governance as a way to help CSOs to ask the right question and to the right individual responsible, as well as engaging community stakeholders to help them understand what their mandates are as leader in the various community.
Civil Society Forum, we cover all the 15 countries in West Africa. We have a physical presence in every country in West Africa. And in Sierra Leone, we have WASCOF Sierra Leone, which is here in Freetown, but also in every region in Sierra Leone. So that is the same kind of structure we have in every country. We have a membership in the country, so WASCOF Sierra Leone covers all the CSOs in Sierra Leone, and we are also organized in different thematic groups.
And running up the national news, let's now join Hilton John, our sports correspondent, for more sporting updates.
Welcome for today's sporting news. We start to look at scene. In volleyball, the Western Area Volleyball Championship Interclub competition has come to an end over the weekend at the Circus Stevens Stadium volleyball courts, with youngsters unfortunately failed to win against Super 6 in the finals for both male and female. We saw the performance of either side in the competition. Despite the male, they were much better than the female team in the competition. The female team, they were defeated 3-0 in the hands of the side called Youngsters. Youngsters thought they are the better team of the day, but unfortunately, Super 6 got the championship. Here is the highlights of the finals.
We start to say yes, we go! The manager of Super 6.
Giving away the point is 17-13 or 13-17. Ismail Bangura, beach volleyball number 2 man to serve.
We go for do more, and we go for do more. So this is just a starting.
What is the response?
Volleyball. No, say we don't go more in football. So they come into volleyball and other sports they never go for coming. And because of that, I believe say we come here today, we can support Super 6 and win the trophy.
You expecting a championship?
Yes, I told we're gonna actually bang this competition, but here we are.
You be representing the region. How PPI is your club?
Well, we actually prepared. If we can win this, then we're going to be.
So you believe that you win the national championship?
Yes. Western Area is coming with us.
Congratulations to the Super 6 and better luck next time to the all-time champions, who is the Youngsters. The record has been broken over the weekend. What's a good record for this big team? They are the biggest female team now in the competition as far as the Western region is concerned. They will represent the region in the inter-regional competition. In the international team, Portugal are champions in the inaugural Nations Cup. They succeeded, won it in the finals against Netherlands. Here's the highlights of the finals.
Bernardo Silva, cut back, Guedes! Does it for Portugal? They have the lead! On the hour mark! Breakthrough!
3 years, good record for the Portugal side. It could be called that they won the European competition and now the inaugural Nation Cup. That's all for sports. Once more, congratulations to Super 6 male team and female team, and better luck next time to the youngsters.
Well, many thanks to Hilton John for that sporting update. Well, viewers, this is all we have time for in our national news file here on Star Television Network, Channel 21. With me, Hassan Kouma. Thanks for watching and do have a wonderful weekend ahead.